In today's video we're going to be diving into more Wuchang Fallen Feathers, and if you're anything like me, by now you've worked out that one of the most important things in the game is going to be your Skyborn might, allowing you to absolutely devastate bosses and just pretty much all of your foes in the game, because of how much you can pull off with your skill moves, or your spellcasting if you're going that route. But in order to use that, sometimes it can be a little bit of a pain, you have to build it up. So for this video, I'm going to show you how you can get hold of as many Plumed branches as you want to, and also if you need them, fragments of Divine Gift. I'm going to show you a way to get hold of a near infinite amount, making your life just a whole bunch easier. The location we're going to be using for this is really nice because it's an early one. That's going to be Worship's Rise Light Zen Temple. Now at this point there's a few things that I would highly recommend. First thing, go to your tempering and you're going to want to put on the flame temper, because this is just going to make your life a whole bunch easier, because it dishes out a whole bunch of damage and allows you to get the best out of what we're doing here. Then what you're going to want to do is make sure your inner demon is all the way maxed out. In order to do this, don't forget you can go straight over to your invoking just down the bottom right hand here, and then purchase a whole bunch of items in order to increase this. So we're going to have 0 at the start, and we're going to buy all of these goodies and bring us up to near max around about 150 out of 154. Then for the start you're going to want to head just a little ways up here. Remember, there'll be a camp of enemies, but the main thing you want to do is just hit these exploding pots, and because you're using a fire weapon you have disintegrated, which is something you usually won't want to do, but for this farm it's going to make your life just much easier. Then the inner demon is going to spawn right next to you, or if not it'll be just slightly up by where you actually passed out, and then you're going to tackle them, take them down, whichever way is the fastest for yourself. Then hopefully they'll drop what you're after, the Plumed branch. If it's not, it's going to be the other item, the fragment of Divine Gift, but most times I tend to find it's the Plumed branch, even though I think it can be a kind of 50-50 drop. Once that's done, just purchase all of those items again back at the shrine in order to boost your madness all the way back up, then rinse and repeat, go back up, get knocked over by the fire barrels, then you're going to spawn, have the demon appear once more, and you're going to keep taking them down over and over until you're completely stocked up on everything you need to be. I found this to be a ridiculously fast way to get hold of those Plumed branches, and honestly it makes your life just a whole bunch easier, because now whenever you're fighting bosses you can go into them, make sure you're starting off with 5 Skyborn might. As well as that, you can also chuck it straight onto your hotbar, allowing you to choose 4 or 5 of them within your actual boss battles. This makes bosses ridiculously easy in some occasions, especially if you've got a lot of damage going on with your skill builds, or like I said, if you're going down that route with your spell casting and have some really high damage spells as well. Then the great thing about this, even though I have put infinite in the title, it's not quite infinite, but you can store up to 999 of them in your inventory, which is something I doubt you'd ever need this much of, but for anyone who does need to use them, it's going to help you out in a pinch and will get you past pretty much all of the toughest bosses in the game a whole bunch easier than you would have without these. But yeah, hopefully that's helped a few of you guys and girls out. There's going to be loads more content away from me, as I've still got quite a bit to cover on the game. As always, all things gaming, take care. I'll see you on the next day.